Balfour. It's a poor pass there, though. It's only finds the Farsley number 8, and Altrincham immediately gain possession back. White out to Johnson. Johnson immediately down in front of his left to take on his man. Cuts inside, still in possession. Comes back again. Puts a good ball in, but Hume couldn't get on the end of that, and really first real chance of the afternoon there, John. But a good ball in, but Hume not quite up to speed to get on the end of it.
Slightly overhit, I think, Paul, to be fair to Jordan Hume, but good thinking by John Johnson, trying to make something happen, trying to curl the ball in, trying to feed.
He's closed down, eventually finds Malarkey with a square ball. Malarkey brings the ball forward, halfway inside the Farsley half, still going. He's got Johnson out onto the right-hand side. He immediately closed down by Parkin, but flicks a ball forward onto Jordan Hume's chest. He can't control it, and Altrincham have to regather with Cisse on the edge of the area on the far side. Ball back to Hampson. Hampson playing the ball into Hume. Hume, can he turn? He can. Gets a shot away straight into the hands of Elliot Wynne, but good turn there by Jordan Hume, and bounced just in front of Elliot Wynne. He was able to control it at the second attempt. Again, same as previously, taking his time. Down the line again, looking for Spencer, over the top of Spencer. Farsley in possession, claims for handball as the ball bounced up, hit a Farsley player on the arm, but they're still in possession. Good effort comes in. That's a great cross. It was held up on the wing there, and came onto the head of James Spencer. He managed to get a head across across the face of the goal, but wide of the mark and out for a goal kick for Altrincham.
Then what a chance that was, but peeling off his marker, and it's a free header really, steered it wide. That was a let-off for us.
Altrincham take the throw-in. It's with Hemmings. Plays the ball out to the left to Hampson. Hampson leaves it for Williams. Williams in a central position, looking for support. Plays a short pass forward to Richmond. Richmond goes to return pass. Hemmings gets a great shot away, and a fantastic goal. It was played forward by Simon Richmond to Hemmings. He took one touch, turned on his left foot and curled it around Elliot Wynne for the first goal of the afternoon. An absolute class finish there, John.
Yeah, wonderful. And this isn't being wise after the end. We were discussing beforehand, me and Brian, about how Ashley Hemmings is tailor-made for this number 10 role. He's great on the wing, but with his qualities, he can fill that position. No problem at all. That was brilliant number 10 play. Lurking on the edge of the area, turning superbly and curling a shot to the top corner. Unstoppable.
Richmond trying to clear it on the edge of the box, and he has found Hume, and now there's a break on here. It's 3-on-4 if they can get it out of the feet quickly. That's a fantastic ball from Hume outside of the right foot. Johnson one-on-one with Atkinson on the edge of the box. Does he go inside or out? He goes outside of him, gets to the byline. Good defending by Atkinson, who stood him up well and forced him away from goal. That's excellent defending from Atkinson, who's not only stood up Johnson well, but he's given the ball away actually to Hemmings, who shoots from distance, and it dribbles wide. And there's another case in front of him. There's more good defending than a mistake, but back to Jones. He's shouting for Altrincham to reset. He goes all the way back to Tony Thompson. He gives it him back. So Altrincham content to just keep the ball here. A goal to the good. And about 36 minutes into the half. There's a decent looking ball from Williams, and Hume's in here if he can get there. Into the box. First time shot is low and hard, and it's straight at Wynne, but I don't know about you, John, that looked like a fairly innocuous ball forward, and suddenly Hume was in on goal. Yeah,
Hume read it and exploded onto it really, and probably could have done with taking it a step further perhaps, but I don't think he would have got much further as he had two defenders crowding in on him, so he had to try his luck fairly early in the shot.
Pie of Connor Hampson back to Tony Thompson. Immediately throws the ball out to Yusuf Cisse, who gets the ball out onto the left-hand side, brings it over the halfway line, tries to use his pace, gets down the line, gets a good cross in. There's nobody able to get on the end of it. Johnson's battling for it on the far side of the area there, but again Cisse, as he did a couple of times in the first half, showing his pace. Altrincham still in possession. Hume falls to the ground, gets it back to Richmond. Shot comes in, hits the defender and goes out for a corner for Altrincham down to our left-hand side. Taken by Johnson, flicked across the area, and Malarkey will collect it. Tries to turn the ball back. He does do. Fans Jones back to Malarkey. That might be a penalty. It is a penalty. The ball was played back, and it was Malarkey was just caught there, and the referee has signalled a penalty, and it was a bit of an innocuous challenge, that, John.
Yeah, I guess it's just slightly mistimed, I'd say, Paul.
Williams has the chance, steps up, sends it to the goalkeeper's left, and Elliot Wynne has pushed it past the post. So Altrincham missing the opportunity of going 2-0 up, and it was reasonably well struck, but not with the most power. Spencer has got support ahead of him in the form of Cartman, but square ball, that should be first to it by Conor Hampson. Now then, Altrincham possession now for Cisse. Cisse though skips over the challenge of the number 6 Adam Clayton. He's in the edge of the area. What can he do? Cuts inside. He must score. Oh, it took a deflection. Great run there by Cisse. Cut inside, and there were two defenders who closed him down. Tom Allen, I think it was, who got the final touch as a shot came in. The goal was gaping there for him, and a great challenge there, but a wonderful run there by Cisse.
Yeah, absolutely. Just skipped over the first challenge, Paul. Away he went, cut inside the next one, and found space for the shot. And that would have been a goal, but for that lunging, really exceptional late challenge by the defender.
Jones controls it and then looks to bring the ball forward. Short pass to Williams. Williams does well. Plays the ball forward to Johnson. Now then, Hemmings has room. He's got 3 players ahead of him. Altrincham looking dangerous. What can Hemmings do? He's still going. He's got support on the outside. Great shot comes in again. Well, it looked as though it possibly took as well. We thought it looked as though it taken a deflection off Jack Higgins, but the referee said it hadn't, and just flashed past Elliot Wynn's goal. Short pass forward to Williams. Williams turns, goes a good ball now to Hemmings. Now then again, Hemmings plays the ball down to Cisse. Cisse's got room on the edge of the area. Accelerates in, good cross coming in. Hemmings misses it. Still, can Johnson get a shot away? Shoots off the line. Ball breaks to White. White to Williams. Out to Cisse again. Cisse again on the edge of the area. Cuts inside. Can he get a shot away? He's going to get a shot away. Hits the back of Jordan Hume. That goes over the bar, and if it had just missed him, that would have been in the top left-hand corner there. Elliot Wynn's waving for some attention there, but 2 great chances there, both created by Yusuf Cisse. Thompson out to Hampson, Hampson into Cisse, Cisse battling again, doing well, and ball breaks to Williams. Williams now, good crossfield ball behind the defence for Johnson to get onto. Can he get there? He does. Johnson on the right-hand side again. He was thrown in the side in the first half, cuts inside, then goes round the outside, tries to get a crossing, hits the back of Will Hayhurst, and that goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Taken by Johnson to White. Johnson now, again, 2 players in front of him, fronting up to them, gets a good cross in to Jordan Hume, and he's headed it in! Out of nothing, almost a knocking situation. Johnson was allowed to get the ball and put the cross in, and we criticised him for the crosses earlier in the first half, but that was tailor-made. There was John Hume on the edge of the 6-yard box. All he had to do, totally unmarked, was glance it past Elliot Wynne, and Altrincham lead 2-0, John.
Yeah, that was simplicity itself, Paul. A static, Farsley Celtic defence, but that's to say nothing away from the delivery from John Johnson from the right. It was pinpoint, and the cool header from Jordan Hume. I mean, that ball was travelling towards Jordan, but he timed the head, the flick of the head, to absolute perfection in the corner of the nets. Another headed goal for Jordan Hume, and a nice two-goal cushion that we really needed.
But the ball's played forward now for Johnson. Johnson now, can he keep it in play? He gets to the byline, he can do. He gets it back to Cisse. Cisse controls it. Shot comes in, 3-0. Jordan Hume, second goal of the afternoon for him. It fell for him nicely. All he had to do was belt it in from 10 yards out, and Altrincham lead 3-0.
Yeah, take about John Johnson. Nobody else would have gotten close to keeping that ball in. That looked like the ultimate lost cause. Not to Johnson. He sprinted after it, kept it in, hooks it back, and well done Yusufu Cisse as well for controlling it and being unselfish enough to step aside and let Jordan Hume rifle it into the top corner. A really good goal and a fair scoreline, 3-0.
Yeah, that's 67 minutes for the third goal of the afternoon.
Turns back inside, slightly risky ball, but finds Richmond. He does well. Hampson's advanced up to the end of the Altrincham half, in towards Hume, takes it down, has time to turn. Farsley looking a bit tired now and stretched. Here's Hemmings in that number 10 role, turns tightly again. Richmond is going to go for goal from distance and just over the bar. It's a despairing dive from Wynne as the ball bounces over the back of the stand, and Farsley getting tired, but also John Olty have been much improved in the second half, and another example of it there.
They have. I mean, a rasping drive by Simon Richmond, not what you normally associate with Richmond.
Yes, it struggled to keep up with Ceesay, but Johnson, they've done a fairly good job on Johnson, to be honest, in this game. And that combined with some mixed decision making has meant Johnson's not made the most of some of his opportunities, although it was an excellent cross for the second goal. As Farsley get the ball into the corner and work across, and it's a good cross and a goal, and it's one back for the visitors. It was an excellent cross. It was worked down the right hand side, and it was Walton again. That man Walton involved, got to the corner flag, pulled it back. The wing back Richards had got forward and put a fantastic cross into the box, and a glancing header past the goalkeeper. I think, is that the substitute? It's Saersis, number 14, who's glanced the header, and not quite sure how long we've got, about 8 or 9 minutes left, but that's another clean sheet gone begging there. And now it's Farsley who can forward through Sayers. And just a little bit of confidence in the visitors here, as Richards has some space from the right wing back position. Pearce trying to get across to cover it. He put another good ball in this time, not as good as the one that drew the goal. And it's going to be an in-swinging corner. It's towards the spot, and Thompson gets a half punch, and then, well, it fell to Ellis, I think, the substitute. And clears it towards Pearce, loses it in the air to Clayton. There's Richards. Knocks one forward that's won in the air by Malarkey. Richards has it back. Infield a bit from his usual berth on the right hand side. Now he looks back outside. That's a clever little ball. Clip forward towards Spencer. It's an excellent ball. Spencer takes it down, crosses it across the box, and it was behind one man and in front of the other. And it's still in on the other side with Parkin. His ball into the box is headed by Jones. Clear. There's a flag for the offside. Flag's gone up from the linesman on this near side. But that was a really clever ball. And it's come towards the man of the match, Hume, who can't bring it down. And now Sayers. Richards on this right hand side. Ball into the feet of Spencer. Out on this side, Walton's found himself in the right wing. That's a decent looking ball, and it was just too high for Parkin. And then an overhead kick attempt from Sayers, who's made a difference actually since coming on. He got the goal and he's been heavily involved. And I tell you what, if that John had gone another couple of yards to the right inside Tony Thompson's post, would be on for a real nervy finish here.
Well, we would.
It's picked up by Atkinson, probably playing a few minutes of stoppage time for the injury to Win earlier in the half here. We, by our watch, have had nearly 5 minutes of it. As it's played out to Walton on the right hand side. He's got Richards, who's still overlapping. Walton takes the cross himself, but it's far too deep. He has got his whistle in his mouth there, the referee. We've had 5.5 minutes of stoppage time, and there is the final whistle, and it's an important, a pleasing and a comfortable in the end win for Altrincham here. They've beaten Farsley Celtic by 3 goals to 1. A goal in the first half by Ashley Hemmings and 2 in the second from Jordan Hume. A missed penalty, and amongst that from Sean Williams in the 49th minute. A goal pulled back by David Sayers in the 81st,